Today I've reset the NBA to the year 2010 when Kobe was fresh off his second straight title in LA and LeBron James had 0 rings. A brand new era incorporated into NBA 2K24, I set out to simulate the era until the day LeBron retires. And it begins with the Miami Heat. LeBron is a 97 on this roster. I guess his morale has him playing up at a 98. D Wade's a 93, so a bit of a nerf from the historic 2012 Heat team, which makes sense, Chris Bosh and 88. Although ringless, LeBron did have a pair of MVPs under his belt at the age of 25. Pretty good starting point for a GOAT resume. When assessing the roster, I took note of young CP3 at a 94 overall, Kobe and Pau looking clean on the Lakers, the 2011 Mavs being surprisingly loaded around Dirk, and a Nuggets team with Melo still in town, potentially being a sleeping giant. Here is the overalls of the top players in the league. LeBron clears, but a number of mid-90s players. I'm curious, let me know in the comment section what you all think of these ratings for the LeBron era. But without further ado, baby, it was time to simulate year one, and as you'd expect, Miami Heat LeBron went off, plain and simple. And LeBron James, it's his era after all, MVP averaging 39 and just under 10 assists per game. Okay, so prime LeBron put up some pretty wild numbers here, we can all agree, but does anyone else think it's wild he's nearly matching them 13 years later? Right now on Underdog Fantasy, you can include old man LeBron in an NBA pick'em leading up to the season. You like the higher or lower on either LeBron's points, rebounds, or assists? Lock in your prediction for Bron along with 1 or up to 4 more players of your choosing, and you could be looking at some huge winnings. Something super cool about Underdog that you may not know is the ability to insure your picks. For example, if I wanted to make some picks ahead of NFL Week 2 and I combine the higher on Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, Tyreek Hill, and Ramondre Stevenson, I could also choose the insured option on those picks and walk away a winner even if I don't go 4 for 4. Underdog has countless NFL contests running throughout the season on a weekly basis, in addition to huge NBA best ball drafts you can enter leading up to the season. Sign up for Underdog Fantasy using my code JAYCAN, that's JAYCAN, and you can claim this Joe Burrow new customer special. Underdog is so generous, they'll also match your first deposit up to $100. If you want to start small with a few bucks, that's cool. Underdog will match your 5 and turn it into 10, 10 into 20, and so on up to $100. Once again, that's code JAYCAN. My link and more information is down below. All NBA first team in 2011, Derrick Rose, makes sense. D Wade and LeBron slipping in there. Tim Duncan, okay, Tim and Dwight, no surprises there. No real All-NBA shockers, although Kobe was relegated to 3rd team and rookie DeMarcus Cousins showed up too. Nice. Playoff teams in year one, I mean, it's kind of hard to see. I always find it more interesting to see who missed out. Obviously, LeBron in the Heat, the 1 seed in the East, KD and the Thunder in the West. Okay, Boston being a 4 seed is surprising. The Bulls a 3 seed. Okay. The East was basically chalk in 2011. No surprises at all. While over in the West, dude, the Nuggets obviously didn't trade Melo at the trade deadline. They are a 2 seed. Kobe and the Lakers are in there. The Blazers with underrated Brandon Roy. The Rockets, old man Yao. I was pretty shocked to see Utah still with Darren Williams and the Grizzlies both missing the playoffs. KD wins the scoring title, just edging Derrick Rose. Yo, 2K juice Derrick Rose in this roster. LeBron 3rd in scoring. Andrea Bargnani slips into the top 10 in the league in scoring. He was getting all them shots. Kevin Love averaging about 18 rebounds per game.
Well, that's insane.
Joakim Noah is injured heading into the playoffs. Looks like day to day though. Rondo led the NBA in assists. CP3 there. Russ, LeBron, Devin Harris. Okay, my boy Steve Nash still getting it done. Through the first round of the 2011 playoffs, we were left with just a single Game 7. End of prime Dirk versus end of prime Kobe. An epic battle. Kobe. Yeah, we don't even need to watch this, do we? Late comeback from the Mavericks. Not meant to be. That's a 10-point win for the Lakers. Kobe 34-7 in a closeout game. He was fired. Kobe would carry that momentum from round 1 into another awesome matchup against the young OKC Thunder. The Lakers. Down goes OKC. Okay. We had a second round Game 7 between Derrick Rose's Bulls and Dwight Howard's Magic. And well, I want to jump in for some clutch action, but that's a 40-point win for DPOY. Marcin Gortat, most improved player, just dropped 25 in a closeout game.
That's why he's the GOAT.
And with that, we've got Miami, Orlando in the East, makes sense, but Denver, LA, kind of low-key upsets. I mean, they're still top 4 seeds. In the blink of an eye, both conference finals were 3-3, including LeBron, obviously, with his back against the wall. They're getting smacked. On their home court. Nah. Again, I'm not jumping into a double digits game. Wow, that's a choke. Okay, maybe not a choke. I mean, LeBron put up some wild numbers, but in a loss. Kobe, meanwhile, saw his Game 7 come down down to the wire, and guess who showed up in the clutch? Pau Gasol from the mid-range misses, but Kobe on the tip-in. Yeah, that's probably it, my guy. Kobe with a massive 42-point stat line in a closeout Game 7 win, advancing to his 4th straight NBA Finals. Finals year 1 after taking down LeBron once again. The Magic don't have a clean bill of health. Rashard Lewis is out, but their roster is really deep. Yeah, I can't lie. The Lakers are completely healthy. They did trade away, what's his name, Derek Fisher, so they don't have a point guard, but Kobe's balling. Somewhat shockingly, it was Dwight's Magic who grabbed control early, a 2-0 series lead. Kobe and the Lakers, of course, would claw back, but Orlando seized the reins with a chance to close things out and avenge their 0-9 loss. Yeah, we're gonna have a clutch finish here. The Lakers do take the lead. Okay, let's hop in and see it. Wait, actually, 7 point. Nah, never mind. The Lakers got. I thought this was closer. The Lakers dominated in that 4th quarter. Kobe with 24 and 9. All right, he got picked up a bit. Fair enough. Following the trend of the series as a whole, Game 7 was a doozy as both Dwight and Kobe showed up for their respective sides, leading to a finish in the clutch. It is, as you can obviously see, in Orlando. Ron Artest, great look at a 3. Ron Artest, that is money, baby. Okay. After getting a stop, the Lakers would really take control late. This might be cooked for the Magic, I'm not gonna lie. Kobe wide open from the mid-range. That's gonna be the dagger. Of course, that comment immediately jinxed the Lakers as Gortat converted an and one, and Vince Carter hit, well, whatever the F that shot was. But with the chance to send the game to OT, it was the Magic superstar. Dwight, though, going to the rim. Tough finish. Pau defends him. Oh, no. Dwight, you had it. The Magic would indeed come up just short as the Kobe Bryant-led Lakers secured their 2nd three-peat in the span of just over a decade. Kobe, of course, grabbing himself a 3rd Finals MVP in the process. Kobe MVP, Finals MVP. I like that 2K added this as a award screen, not like how they had it last year. 36 a game in the finals. Wow. The Raptors would land the 1st overall pick at the 2011 draft, then in a twist of sweet, sweet irony, grabbed Kawhi Leonard as their new franchise centerpiece. Kyrie Irving went 4th overall, joining an intriguing young core with DeMarcus Cousins and Tyreek Evans in Sacramento. Ahead of the 2011-12 season, LeBron had slightly regressed to a 96 overall, and honestly, his heat got a little bit worse overall. Some of Kobe's supporting cast was also starting to weaken. A 4-peat seemed like a bit of a stretch at this point. The young OKC Big Four, though, looked primed to cause problems. Steph Curry was up to a 90 overall, and the D-Rose Bulls looked like a juggernaut. And year 2 in the books, it's not LeBron nor Kobe, it's Derrick Rose, who's ascending at a rapid pace. 32, 9.5. Kawhi winning Rookie of the Year, of course. Jordan Farmar? Okay, what are the Nets cooking there? Dwight just owns DPOY at this point. That is his 4th in a row. Kobe made his return to All-NBA first, alongside Rose, LeBron, Blake Griffin, and Dwight Howard. We had a couple injured stars on All-NBA second, while Steph and a Nuggets duo made All-NBA third. All-defensive first, John Wall making it in there with Wade, Duncan, Garnett, Howard, Kobe, totally. Steph Curry, all-defensive second.
That's the cap.
Steph's heroic defensive efforts did have Golden State surprisingly in the playoffs. There you go. While once again, I didn't have any qualms about the playoff teams in the East. Despite his injury, KD won another scoring title, while Kobe and Rose both had monster 30+ a game scoring seasons. The 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds all advanced in the East, including Rose, LeBron, Dwight Howard, and the young Indiana Pacers. While in the West, Dirk's Mavericks once again had a chance to make a run. The Mavs lost the Game 7 last year to the Lakers. Can Dirk do something? I'm rooting for you, Dirk, but you just got flooded in the second half by the Thunder. Yep, that's tough. Durant had returned to good health by this point, but his Thunder were into a 2nd straight Game 7 situation, as was his good old buddy LeBron James. Oh no. But here we are in 2012 in this timeline. LeBron with 0 rings, and he's got another trip to the conference finals, coming back down from 3-1. Honestly, light work on a 3-1 comeback for the Heat, while OKC also breezed past the Clippers in Game 7. Typical Clips meltdown. Am I right, people? In rather quick fashion, OKC would match their IRL run with a spot booked in the 2012 finals. Unfortunately, it wasn't so quick and easy for Miami to join them, as D Rose and the Bulls were engaging the Heat Big Three in an absolute rock fight leading up to a Game 7. LeBron, they are calling for your freaking head on First Take. ESPN is running 19 features about the decision and how you are failing for a 2nd straight year. You gotta gotta at least make the playoffs, the finals here, my guy. And looks like he is going to. I can't get a clutch finish to save my life here, but at least for LeBron's sake, he does advance with 35, 8, and 7 back to the finals for the first time since 2007. And it's a beautiful in-sync rematch. I think in-sync is a better way of saying it, with the 2012 season from in real life. Russ is a 93. They've got James Harden in the starting lineup. Yeah, I mean, the Heat are real good, but before I could even think about making this series dramatic,
Police! Help!
I can see it happening. This is game 4. Miami looking to close things out. Russ is out there, so is KD. No James Harden closing this game out. That is a bold choice. Russ is gonna miss. Can LeBron silence all the critics? Winning a championship, being clutched. Wait, misses a pull-up. Okay. Oh my word. Russell Westbrook bricked a free throw. Yeah, that's gonna help send Kevin Durant out of town with the quickness. All right, D Wade is inside for like 25 seconds. Takes a terrible shot. What am I seeing, 2K? AI logic was not at an all-time high as the Heat dropped game 4. And then they dropped game 5 too.
That's not good.
The Heat would hardly put up a fight in game 6 with LeBron personally scoring 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting. Oh my gosh, what in the world?
That's a joke job.
3-3 series. We are not getting any Kanye All of the Lights remixes of this LeBron series. If he chokes, where's the nostalgia for us, Bron? Nah, brother. No, LeBron, I'm warning. Oh my gosh, they're down 10. Oh my gosh, it's happening. A 3-0 series choke. I cannot believe it. The greatest walk of shame in NBA history for the Heat. While the young OKC Thunder indeed grabbed themselves a ring after being down 3-0 in the finals. And after that 7-point game and complete meltdown in the finals from LeBron, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot lie to you. LeBron James, in his own era, was never, ever the same again. The 2012-13 season saw Derrick Rose win a second straight MVP, and the OKC Thunder went 75 games. The Miami Heat, and specifically number 6, would once again choke in a game 7. Oh no, 13 points, 7 turnovers, 5 of 22 shooting. Did 2K make this LeBron era just to mock him? That 75-win Thunder team, though, would also choke in the playoffs in hilarious fashion. That is what I always want to have happen. Don't just foul. Oh my gosh, Russ won the tip, and he forced up a 3. What did I just see? What did I just see? Oh my gosh, 2K. Despite somehow letting a weak Portland Trailblazer squad push them to 7, the Chicago Bulls would complete a dominant season, lifting the Larry O.B., a healthy Derrick Rose with a monster finals MVP performance. Oh my word. Giannis went first overall to the Raptors. Toronto was clearly the next big thing with Kawhi, now Giannis, and they also drafted Dame Lillard. Oh, I also didn't show this earlier, but AD went first overall in 2012 to the Timberwolves. Just keep that in mind. Spoiler alert. Derrick Rose won his 3rd straight MVP in 13-14, and here's another spoiler for you. What? Yo, he won finals MVP in a loss. Okay, I'll explain that one in a moment, but of course, Rose and the Bulls in the finals meant another early exit for the Frozen One. They really should beat this Amari-led Knicks team, although the Knicks, they do have some balance, but okay. All right, goodbye, LeBron. We're not jumping in. We've already seen LeBron's downfall. We don't need to continue to watch it. I told you LeBron was never the same. It also appeared OKC wasn't the same after their 75-win season, as both Westbrook and Durant were banged up heading into their 2nd finals appearance in 3 seasons. They're up 20 points. Oh my gosh. We don't need to see the Selly. We know what's up. The OKC Thunder take the 2014 championship. Okay, yeah, I know. I spoiled that one. KD, a pretty legendary finals run, battling injury, but robbed of some hardware by D Rose. Just like IRL, Kobe would remain loyal to the Lakers ahead of the 2014-15 season, all but closing the book on his arguable GOAT career. Steph Curry arrived on the scene as a 94 overall and would drop a massive MVP stat line all over the rest of the league. My word. I was shocked to see Minnesota as the 1 seed in the West, although less so when I saw how their imbalanced roster was developing. The T-Wolves have done nothing to their roster. 390 overall power forwards with AD off the bench, but they're a 1 seed. Fair enough. LeBron would mercifully bow out before a game 7 this season, although lost in round 1 this year. It just keeps getting more embarrassing. After some typical playoff shenanigans would occur. Yo, Minnesota and all their power forwards. They're really doing it. They are really doing it. A 6-point game 7 win. I have been shown. We were left with a T-Wolves Bulls NBA Finals, and let me just fulfill that Minnesota spoiler alert from earlier. I think this is it, man. Derrick Rose and the Bulls Did he just, oh my word, he just got a charging foul. Dennis Schroeder out here flopping like Dennis Schroeder does. And that's going to be game. The Minnesota Timberwolves are your 2015 NBA champs, taking down D Rose, who loses a second straight finals. Anthony Davis, finals MVP. And let me just pause here to let LeBron James have his final contribution to this video.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
No, seriously, that's what the Minnesota Timberwolves would do, literally, in the next half decade of our simulation. Oh my word, in 5 games. Really? Wow. Toronto, back-to-back seasons, taking an L to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have now won 3 straight championships in LeBron's era. Oh, the Timberwolves take a big lead. Oh, it's over. I can't believe it. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but Minnesota is a 4-time champion. It is verging on annoying. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, should we just end this video? Yeah, no, I couldn't have made that up if I tried. Congratulations, Timberwolves fans. They won 5 straight chips, including 4 in a row over Toronto. I could not believe my eyes. And the crazy part is they got rid of Kevin Love after the first title. This was their core for the dynasty. Super weird. Not that overpowered on paper. I don't really get it. But here's what else happened in that half decade I suppose y'all want to see. LeBron would bolt from Miami and join #1 overall pick Karl Anthony Towns in New York. Steph would win another MVP with a monstrous season in 2016 before Anthony Davis solidified his potential GOAT resume with one of his own in 2017. Kobe finally retired in 17 while the Super Team recruited Derrick Rose to the Big Apple and lost to the Raptors in the East Finals. Wah, wah. Luka was drafted first overall by Golden State, Steph jetted for Orlando, and LeBron had now taken his talents down to the Garden. Oh, also Giannis was like 0 for a million in the finals at this point, but at least he had 2 MVPs? Yeah, I'm not sure that really matters at this point. The Timberwolves, man, they are running it back again. Did they lose somebody? Dante Green was a 90. Now he's falling off a bit. I feel like they lost somebody, but still got their big 6 intact. The Raptors, speaking of big 6s, well, they're more like a big 7. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably going to have, should I just flash forward to Timberwolves Raptors again? Steph was actually onto his second Florida team at this point in the sim, but with AD winning his second regular season MVP, I figured it was going to be the same old for a 6th straight season. But a couple seasons prior to this one, after the Thunder Core disbanded, Kevin Durant ended up in Houston, and he had a chance to be the hero we all needed in 2020. But this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the Rockets ending the reign of they do it. Down go the Timberwolves, finally. All right, I mean, it's not like he stopped a pandemic or anything, but KD did take down the T-Wolves, which cleared the path at long last for, there it is. The Toronto Raptors have finally won a championship. It honestly feels a bit anticlimactic after losing 4 in a row. Giannis, to his 2 MVPs, adds a ring and a finals MVP. That resume is not quite Anthony Davis, but it's pretty nice. But in 2021, it was a new star looking to build his resume. Luka Doncic MVP. Luka Doncic 6-game series win over the now old news Minnesota Timberwolves. Luka Doncic alongside Kristaps Porzingis in Golden State into a Game 7 of the NBA Finals against, of course, the Toronto Raptors. After 6 straight seasons of the Raptors being in the finals, they take their 5th loss, and it's the Golden State Warriors, Luka Doncic, marching into their first appearance and saying, hey, this isn't too bad. These Raptors suck. We were officially into the Twilight Zone as Ben Simmons won MVP in a Brooklyn Nets jersey in 2022. After ditching both LeBron James and Derrick Rose, Karl Anthony Towns actually led the Knicks to a finals appearance, but yeah, the Golden State Warriors 2 in a row. Like, you can't, unless you're the Raptors, you can't just win 1 title in this simulation. Luka, triple-double, back-to-back finals MVPs. And following the 2022 season, was this finally the end of the LeBron James era? It might be. LeBron James has finally retired. 3 MVPs, 17-time All-Star, 11-time first-team All-NBA. He won a DPOY in this timeline, which is a nice change. But obviously the big story is him failing to ever win a ring. His numbers, yeah, I mean, they were solid, but they were not like in real life LeBron after the first couple seasons. Man, I did not, when I set out on this video video like 5 hours ago, starting recording. I did not think this is how it would play out for Bron. He'd end up retiring as the NBA's second all-time leading scorer behind one Kobe Bean Bryant. Honestly, that's pretty neat. But at the end of the day, it's been well over a decade since he last won an MVP, and most importantly, no NBA titles. Kobe started this video off by completing his second career three-peat. Kevin Durant and the OKC Thunder would win 2 of 3, while Derrick Rose and the Bulls got 1. And then it was the Minnesota Timberwolves show. I am still low-key in shock about this. AD and the Timberwolves won 5 straight. Anthony Davis obviously in GOAT conversations. The Raptors finally got their 1 title before losing their 6th finals appearance. No, their 5th finals appearance. I guess they went 1 and 5, and Luka got his 2nd straight. I mean, good for Luka, good for AD, good for the Timberwolves. LeBron ended his career with 0 rings. This alternate timeline, just straight up cursed. Let me know what you thought of the video. Check out another from my channel if you want. Wow, LeBron, what happened?